Welcome back to 21 Moto. We're on our way to Motojitsu's practice. It's a Sunday. It's a little beautiful sunrise, a little foggy, but not as bad as the days before. It's kind of chilly, but I'm happy to be here, and we're almost there to practice Motojitsu with Greg. It's gonna be a blast. Look at that fog. It's like starting right there at the parking lot. That's funny. Here it is. This is where we practice. If you're in San Diego, follow Motojitsu on Instagram, and also on Motojitsu Club on Instagram, and also Motojitsu's channel on YouTube. And you can come practice here. It's such a cool thing to have. If he can't do Sundays, sometimes he does Saturday, sometimes he does evenings. So just watch his feed, and you'll see. Usually it gives you a good week or so of warning, maybe like 3 or 4 days. All right. Oh yeah, I see a group, the regulars. How's it going?
So it goes 25 feet, 22, 20.
That's awesome.
16. It gets tighter and tighter.
Oh, that's super tight.
First person takes off and goes. We'll go into the cones. Left U-turn, do the little transition, go into this one. Then once you come out, I'm going to be standing right here just to make sure you don't keep going.
Okay.
I'm going to just keep on going straight. Start to warm up easy. Just understand eyeballs, vision, clutch, rear brake. The clutch should be engaged the whole time. Last week, I don't know what it was.
Oh yeah.
There's people that just had the clutch completely out. Fully, not even touching it. It's like, well, you have to be able to slow down. How do you slow down during this stuff? It's not the throttle, it's the clutch. You pull in the clutch to take away power. That is how you slow down. And you need power, you ease out the clutch a little bit. Maybe, because sometimes you could have, sometimes I demonstrate this going like this, run, the whole damn time. I'm still going 2 miles per hour. Just feeding the bike power with the clutch. The clutch is the key. So most of this, there is no power. The clutch is in 50% of the time. You only need power to the bike when you think it might fall. When do you think it might fall? When you're in the middle of the turn. There's a little bit of power, bring it up. But as you're transitioning up and you're going to the other side, there's no power during all that transit. From this lane to this lane, you're coasting. There's no power. It's only from this lane as you keep it over to that lane. But as you start to stand it up, a little bit of power, pull the clutch in. Now you're coasting all the way until it leans over. So that's that transitional period where there's just nothing going on with the bike. See what I'm saying? Yep.
Oh, okay, I gotta go earlier.
No front brake.
I'm just covering.
There's no need.
I have a habit of doing that. Okay, go here. Okay, just like this. Okay.
First thing, use every inch available of this thing. Damn near hit every line with the front tire. So when you go through, stop thinking about it as a U-turn. Think about it as these are back-to-back circles. That will help out big time. You're doing an absolute circle. Get to the point where you're going all the way over here. Have your front tire go through this. That way you're wide. A lot of people's front tire is here. By the time you make that circle, you're halfway down the thing. You've got a 10-foot circle or a 10-foot U-turn to make. That ain't gonna work. Get yourself way over here. And even this way, if you still get over here, but you're starting to make the turn now and you're really close to this cone making this turn, Now you have to go wide, and then you're not going to get back over here. So everything matters. This is the details that matter. When we go section to section, it gets really tight. Go right here, go all the way. Get yourself up here. Again, 6 inches away from this one. Go all the way over here. Now get all the way back over 6 inches from that line. And then you repeat it. Get to the line, get damn near the curve, get all the way to the line. Get yourself by that little yellow thing, down the middle, get all the way to this line. Every single possible inch you have. The next section we're opening up, you have to pick up a little speed. Why do you need more speed? Because you need more lean angle. The faster you go, the more the bike will lean. You gotta be more aggressive. You gotta make the bike lean more. If you're going less than 5 miles per hour, that is too slow. You gotta go faster. You have to go faster to make the bike lean more so it doesn't fall over. At 5 miles per hour, you try to lean to where your foot pegs touch, the bike's gonna drop. But if you're going 8 miles per hour and you lean the bike really far, that's enough physics, whatever the hell you want to call it, to keep the bike upright. So you gotta go a little bit quicker. So the further you go, the more rotational throttle, the more rotational shit you need to make it through it so the bike doesn't drop over. So now we're just gonna do the first 3. Same thing though. Very good? A little bit more aggressive. Be assertive. Turn the bars and use the lines. Use the lines. Kind of be in the friction zone more, not so much all the way in or all the way out. Just play with the friction zone.
Perfect, thank you.
Quicker and just start to get the flow. It's not like straight up, start to lean, straight up, start to lean, just go boom.
Okay.
You're constantly on the edge.
Okay.
Almost never straight up.
Okay, cool.
Anytime we're doing Motojitsu stuff, unless we're literally doing emergency braking, or if we're doing my crazy 13 drill and you're worried about time and going fast, no front brake.
Ah.
Can you use the front brake? Of course, but a lot of you are covering it and you're trying to do the throttle and the front brake at the same time. You're getting a little bit. Have all 4 fingers wrapped around the throttle. It just makes it easier. You do not need the front brake at all. You can use it, so I'm not going to make the mistake a lot of people do. Like, oh, you never touched the front brake. Most people, you can use front brake only if you want to. I don't give a shit. But unless you could do this easily, there's no point in using the front brake right now because there's just deeper levels to technique of everything. So you don't need the front brake. Completely wrap your throttle around. Just worry about the throttle. You don't have to worry about covering it because what's going to surprise you. Good technique, you're going around a blind corner, you're lane splitting, you're in traffic, you're going through an intersection, dumbass might pull out in front of you, cover the brake, less reaction time, I do it too. That's the time and place for it. If you're doing a whole bunch of circles back to back, you don't need the front brake. It just makes it more challenging. So you have to set aside certain techniques in certain environments, other techniques back on, like a different hat for different things. If I go to the track, I'm not covering the front brake like that at the track. I need to let go of the damn thing, re-grip, and get back to the throttle. That's what's going to surprise me on track. Blind corner, I'm never not doing this because that's kind of crazy, especially if you know. Time and place. You don't need the front brake. Next, probably 4 of you would have made it through all of it because remember, this is 25, 22, and then 20. It just gets a couple feet tighter and tighter. Probably 4 of you would have made it all the way through. The first 2 were good, but the third one, you either got too close to the wall on this one, and by the time you got into the third box, you're way past the halfway point. You can't get yourself all the way back to the right to set up for the left turn. So again, it's just the line selection, the planning of it. So now we're gonna open up everything. Go through everything. You could automatically go. When the rider goes into the second box, once they start to make that left U-turn, go for it. Go for it. Last thing. This one, so maybe the third one you start to feel like, wow, I need this bike to be way over here. I need to flip this thing over and get it over there. You have to be more aggressive. Some of you are still turning like it's like a big twisty slow road. Like, I don't know. I want you to punch the bike in the face, Mike. Like you say in SoCal Supermoto, fuck you. Really push the bars, like no shit. The faster you are transitioning to get this thing leaned over, the more time and distance and space you have to think about what you're going to do for the next one. But if you're very slow to lean the bike, you're just wasting time, you're wasting distance, you're wasting everything. It's not good. I want everybody to be mainly on the edge of the tire. Very few moments you're ever actually vertical. To be more of a flow. Constantly in a circle, you flip it over. The only time it's ever vertical is that 1/10 of a second you're transitioning, now it's vertical, and right back to lean. So just go flow. Because right now you're like, everybody's going like, holy fuck, Now I just want, let it flow. Just let it go through. And every inch, again, 6 inches away from every single piece of tape will make it so much.
Friction zone.
So instead of next time cutting along, flow.
Okay, consistent.
Side flow, more speed. You're probably going 2 miles per hour. I want you to go.
Oh, okay, cool.
8.
Okay, thank you.
Speed, flow through it.
Okay.
You just asked, I know I need to go faster. Why? To make the bike lean more. If anybody asks you why, it's to make the bike lean more. Why do you need to make the bike lean more? To make tighter turns. That's the answer, right? Speed, mile per hour, is not the only thing you have to do faster. You have to think faster. Your eyes have to move faster, and you need faster transitions. If you're only thinking, I gotta go faster, but everything else is slow motion, you'll be in the technical term, cognitive dissonance. You only gotta do one thing, if they fucking can't stop doing it. I love to smoke, but I know it's bad for me. Cognitive dissonance. I need to go faster, but if your body is still moving slower, that's why I'm saying you gotta be physically faster. Eyeballs, thinking, your brain has to be faster, and the transitions. The biggest thing now, a lot of people are really good. That touch the line drill, a lot of people are making a whole lot of progress by using the space. Now the transition is what's hanging up a lot of people. So we'll start, not the easy stuff. Let's start from 20 foot on, the more challenging stuff. You're going through there, touching the white line, you're coming around. You have a left U-turn, right? You're coming over here. Now, first, everybody should know by now, where do I want to go? Damn near halfway, minimum. If you go way the fuck back over there, great, who cares? But minimum, get over here. Now you're finishing the left U-turn, the bike is leaned over to the left. From this point to where he is with the camera, you got to get the bike from the left edge of the tire to the right edge of the tire. The more aggressive you can do that, the better. If you stand it up slowly, start to lean it slowly, your eyes are slow. You just went over this one. Your eyes are still slow, I'm looking over here. Oh, now I'm finally looking at that one. Where am I? I'm finally, I'm going, I can even be going fast, but my eyes are just slow. Oh, I gotta wait way back over there. Okay, by the time you get over here, slowly turn your eyes, slowly turning the bike, coming out of the left turn. Going through, eyes move, think, brain goes first, eyes goes first before the bike ever does anything. From here to here, you're pushing left, make the bike lean left. Either pull, or what I do, I push aggressively on this bar. I get that thing to flop now. You know what? There's people, MotoGP racers, they transition so fast from left to right, the loading and unloading suspension, the damn tire comes off the ground. You need to push hard. This is the key part right here, especially the harder stuff. Push right. That bike needs to go boom, boom. It needs to flop completely over to the right side of the damn edge of the tire now. And get as much lean as you can now at the halfway point, because what? The rest of the way, you want to start to be able to stand the bike up so you have a longer straightaway to think about the next one. What's the transitions you have to go through? And when you're right here, I'm not starting to look. The bike don't go first. I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably start looking. Your eyes go first. I'm gonna go through and demonstrate real quick while you guys are standing right here for the hard stuff. Because I'm like this. I'm here, I'm like this. I guarantee my bank account, I'm already looking over there while I'm still leaned left. My brain and eyes are thinking right. Early. Put that thing over. Then once I know I'm gonna make it here, before I'm even done with the right, where am I looking? Left. Where's my next damn turn? Over there. Get that thing lean. Handlebar to the ground. I want my foot pegs to scrape. Everybody think about that. Going right there. That's where I want to go. I'm bringing over here. I'm still right. I'm going towards that cone. Where am I looking? That cone. Now this hand is the highest hand. This one's higher up, right? The left one. Push. Counter steer. Still speed don't matter. Push hard. Eyeballs first. Push. Flip it over. Once I flip it over, am I looking there? Where am I looking now? I continue past the shell. Here's the yellow line. I'm looking. Look over here. There's a little thing about halfway through. Okay, right there. Now just repeat it. Start to look first. You gotta be aggressive with the bike. It's not speed of the motorcycle fast. Everything has to be fast. Once your brain and eyes start moving way quicker than your bike, here's your brain and eyes. Here's your bike. Everything is calm. When you catch up to your brain and eyes, here, you go wide. Let's go ride the twisties right now to Palomar. Let's go up and down Southbridge 20 times in a row. If your bike, if you physically are catching up to your brain and eyes, you will crash. That's how people crash. They get overwhelmed. They don't know where to look. Your brain and eyes always need to be ahead of your bike. And the faster you go, guess what? The greater this distance is. You're going 50 miles per hour through a corner, brain and eyes right here, thinking about, now you're going 80 through a corner. You're going faster, your eyes need to be going faster. You're going 10 miles per hour, 15 miles per hour, okay, you can look 30 feet ahead. You're going 5 miles per hour, like you want to challenge yourself going slow, you can look 3 feet ahead, that's okay. But if you physically want to go faster, all the other shit has to go faster. Brain, eyes, transitions. And then now the timing of the clutch to take away power, when do I need power? So speed is one side of the coin, physical speed of the miles, this is miles per hour, the actual bike. But the other side of the coin has 4 elements to it that has to go faster. Not just speed of the bike, eyeballs, your thinking, your transitions, your line, your clutch, the rear brake application. This is all the important shit. It's not just speed of the bike, it's everything else that really matters. So the speed of the bike is the iceberg, everything else is the shit that I just got them talking about. That makes sense? But you guys get the transitions aggressive, then you realize, wow, I have way more time to think about that next turn because I'm not slowly leaning the bike and hopefully I make it eventually. It's like, no, bike, you are leaning right now insanely aggressive because I'm making you do it, okay? So I'm gonna jump on the bike and go through. I'll go through slowly, easily, like a bad example. I'll still make it through, but it'll be like, eh. And then I'll go through like aggressive. This is a monkey. I made it at the bare minimum way of doing it. And that's harder. It's a lot easier when I go quicker, make the bike lean more, because now it's all tighter circles, and I'm thinking well ahead. If you notice my eyes, I'm just looking in front of the front tire, so I'm going slower. Now I'm going to go faster, and everything is easier, and now I have so much time. It feels like I have so much time in between each turn, where I could just be like, oh, I have like 20 minutes now before the next U-turn. Even though it's 1 second, it feels so much longer.
That's cool. Jesus.
So much time. So much time. Wow, forever. Just look around. Forever. Take my hands off. Who gives a shit? So much time. Post me. In between each little turn is a little straightaway where you're transitioning. If you're aggressive and you go for it, oh man. So a little bit more effort takes you a long way. So water boils at like 211 degrees. 212 degrees, now it's like steam. Now you can power a train down the road. So it's just that 1% difference of fucking trying. If you want to make eggs, you got to break the eggs, right? You got to make omelet, right? The whole saying. You got to really try. You got to go for it. If you're still going 5 miles per hour and leaning the bike, 5 degrees, it ain't gonna work. You're not gonna do this stuff. You're not gonna. The bike is gonna drop if you want to get good at this stuff. It's just part of the process. The faster you can accept this, the better. Expect and accept the bike to drop, and that is normal part of the process. I don't know how to play the piano, but I'm not gonna mess up one key. How long is it gonna take for me to learn a damn song to be perfect? You're better to do it and make a lot of damn mistakes. You'll eventually eliminate mistakes. But if you don't try in the first place, we're literally wasting time. There's no point of being here. You got to go for it. Be fucking aggressive. Get your eyes to move quicker and start thinking faster. So we're going to go maybe 5 more minutes, maybe twice through the same way with everybody. And then once I beep the horn 3 or 4 times, we're doing it in reverse. Enter there. Now you have the hardest turn first. Now we're going the other direction.
That's awesome. Ass down there, Grom. Get your ass down there, Grom. Ah! I saved it. Still did it. Ah! Oh no, wrong foot. No, it's this way. Oh shit. We can still make it. No, it's this way. Oh shit. We can still make it. right, guys, welcome back to 21 Moto HQ, and that was a fun outing. I learned a ton. I noticed while I was editing the video that I kept not going fast enough. So I think my next thing to focus on for me is making sure I'm in that friction zone, that clutch control, and go a little bit faster, because I feel like I'm going too slow, and when I'm trying to do the postures and the maneuvers to lean the bike or counter steer, but it feels like I'm getting off balance because I'm not going fast enough. So it sounds like a really easy thing to do. And I realized while I'm editing the video that Greg kept telling me that, like, in different ways, both individual to me and also to the group, but it just didn't stick. And maybe towards the last couple times I went a little bit faster, felt a little bit better, but I need to focus on getting, like you said, to like 8 miles an hour. And so you can really like focus on whipping the bike around. Otherwise, the bike's doesn't have enough centrifugal force, I don't think, to keep it upright if I go any slower. So anyway, that's the lesson I took from this outing, and I've been trying to implement it in all my practices too. All right. So that said, let's settle up. On this outing, we put on 43 miles on the Grom. We're going to buy 21 cents per mile, $9.03 worth of Bitcoin. So I bought that, and it came out to, I'll put it right here for you guys, 0.000131115 Bitcoin, or if you want to say it in Satoshis, it's 13,115 Satoshis for this outing. Remember, Satoshis are to Bitcoin like pennies are to $1. It takes 100 pennies to make $1. It takes 100 million Satoshis to make 1 Bitcoin. Okay? So you don't have to buy a whole Bitcoin all at once. Don't be afraid of the price. You can buy as much as you feel comfortable with, because you'll be buying fractions of it anyway, right? So 0.0000001 is 1 Satoshi. Okay, so now for the total miles, we needed 27,143 miles to break even. We have so far put on 972 miles. Okay, by those numbers, if we were holding those savings in dollars in the bank account, we would be 26,171 miles away from breaking even. Okay, but since we took those savings and put them into Bitcoin instead, we're actually now 25,786 miles to break even, for a difference of 386 miles sooner. We'll be breaking even 386 miles sooner because the value of our Satoshis, the value of our Bitcoin stack, has appreciated that much since we put the miles on. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin, I do a whole different channel called the Stack Sats Show. I live stream Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. And I buy Bitcoin basically live on the show. So if you have any Bitcoin questions, if this 21 Moto has piqued your interest and you want to come learn more about it so I can get more specific, come check that channel out. I'll put it right here so you guys can go subscribe if you're more inclined to learn more about Bitcoin. Okay. Thanks for watching. Do me a favor and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin, go a little bit more in depth with me, go check out my other channel. It's called the Stack Sats Show. It's right here. And I do a live stream Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. All right, watch this video next. I think you're going to dig it. I'll see you over there. Let's go.